All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I got something pretty cool made in Canada. I have a custom knife from Doucette. This is the Metalhead. Would you look at this? That's a pretty cool one. We're gonna check it out in a second. But you know what you can check out is Fablades.com and see what is going on there. Maybe there's some knives you like, or maybe there's some fidget toys. I don't know. Let's check that out, as well as we are going to check out this beautiful blade, which is 9 centimeters long and 11 centimeters long for the handle. Overall length is going to be 20 centimeters, and I just want to show you another couple of Doucette custom that I happen to have right here on my table. You get the Outlaw and the Shogun, and the Metalhead, you see immediately that it's the smallest of the bunch. These are big boys, but anyways, just for reference, you have the idea of the size of this pretty cool liner lock. It is a carbon fiber at first glance, but if you check it closely, you're gonna see that the scales are made out of raindrop carbon fiber, and you get just a regular, I would say, random carbon fiber for the bolsters, which is beautifully flush. Same thing goes on the clip side, and it's pretty cool. Well made in Canada by Doucette. He's a master knife maker, and he's making some pretty cool stuff, I have to say. Look at, for example, look at the internal jeweling of the titanium liners, blue anodized with some orange peel finish all around the edges. That's a pretty cool little touch, which kind of matches the pivot, the hardware going on, and the standoffs. Of course, the pocket clip, I believe this is a raindrop zircon tie. Would you look at that pattern going on? Very, very cool. It's a very nice liner lock, guys. Actually, I'm curious about the weight, because it's not too crazy. In the pocket, this fella, without dropping anything, is gonna be 4.95 ounces, so not too bad. I mean, this thing is pretty cool. It's not like a big knife, but it feels like it's gonna fill your hand. It's very interesting. You get very cool contouring of this scale, pretty flush work when the two carbon fibers are touching each other. Can't feel it. It's pretty cool. It's a liner lock, I was saying. There's no stainless steel lock face insert. It is missing a detent ball ramp, but it's not a big deal because there's not really much of a hard step, so it's going to be pretty good to go. You have very nice pivot collars, set of pivot collars going on right over there. The clip is working well. A little bit of like strong tension, but still not too crazy. I really love this jeweling going on. It just makes the inside of the liners pop and give that nice shimmering, which means quality. In my books, I love that little touch, which is usually unseen and unnoticed, but in this case you can admire the work that went in on the internals. There's no internal skeletonization on the liners, but it's all right. I mean, it's not like too heavy. And then you get a couple standoffs which are blue anodized, and you have another pin right there. I believe this is mainly for structural support, not really sure. Anyways, the handle is very well made. I do not see any gaps or misalignments or anything that stands out. That's very, very well done, I have to say. You get a little bit of jimping on the blade, nice swedge. I believe this is S90V, correct me if I'm wrong, black washed. You get the Doucette signature right over here. I'm not really a fan of the font of this one, but I understand. On this side, it's just pretty nice looking because it's sterile looking. You get a hollow grind primary bevel, which goes, you look at the plunge grind, very, very unique. It goes down right over here. Pretty much, like I would say, like 50% belly, straight edge, straight up to the sharpening choil. Not really a finger choil, but You can sharpen this blade pretty easily, I would say. The swedge, I love it. It just starts from the end of the jimping and just reaches the tip. That's pretty cool. I love this blade finish, to be honest. It's pretty cool. I just noticed that the pivot, it might be a little loose. Here we go. Yeah, so it maybe need a little bit of Loctite in this case, but yeah, it's there, beautifully centered blade, very recessed, so safe to the touch, is not gonna hurt anyone. And the sound this guy makes, which is probably one of my favorite features of this fella, it's this double clutch, clack clack. Oof, guys. I could do this all day long. It's so clack clack and think. So pretty solid deployment action and sounding clack clack. Gorgeous. Really cool sound. There's no jimping on the flipper tab, as you noticed. I missed a couple times. Just if you do this, you kind of miss, but just use do not use like a push button deployment method. Just go with the light switch like that, and it's gonna be reliably deploying like a boss. Would you look at that? Pretty cool. The action is, of course, on bearings for this fella. Very smooth. You get a little bit of a guillotine effect like that. I love it. It's not really glide shot, it's pretty much drop shot, so I like that. But the sound is what really caught my ear. And honestly, this blue pivot color caught my eye. What caught the feeling of my hand is the very cool grip that this guy has. Look at the flipper tab, which becomes like a finger guard. If you do a reverse grip, is also very comfy in the hand. So, I mean, this is a pretty cool knife. Pocket clip works well. Nice designs, nice look, made in Canada by Randy Doucette. This is not gonna break the bank. I believe these are going around $1,000 with this kind of specs. So it's in line with a custom knife. This is handmade by one person in Canada by Randy Doucette, the man. So there you have it. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.